I'm starting an esports team. Kind of. I'm not going to be going and buying a team in a big esports league. I don't have that kind of money, and honestly, even if I did, I don't think I'm ready for something like that. But I am going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for a very long time, and that's owning a Pokemon Draft League team. Playmore will officially be a part of the 10th season of the GBA, and I'm going to be creating all of the content for the team here on this channel, but I'm not going to be doing any of the battling. I'm going to leave the battling to our head coach, General Tar Heel, and our assistant coach, John Jr. Trust me, they are the right people for the job, and it's going to make this whole process a lot more fun than if I tried to get out of retirement and battle. Now, all of that probably raised a lot of questions, and I'm going to do my best to answer them in this video, but before I do that, I want to introduce you guys to Playmore. I've been working on Playmore with my team for a few years now, and I'm incredibly proud of what it is now and what it might become someday. It started off just as my clothing brand, and while I'm really excited to show off more of that in the future, right now I want to focus on the esports side of it and the content side of Playmore. Most of you guys probably don't know this, but I started my YouTube career as a competitive battler, and I made Pokemon competitive battling content for around 8 years. And even though I got pretty good at battling, I never was really taken too seriously, and that's probably because of my commentary. It's a lot more silly. It's not very self-serious, but under all of that, I've always been a really competitive person, and I always try my best to win with whatever I'm competing in. And to that point, I'm actually one of the highest earning Fall Guys players of all time. I entered Courage's $100,000 Fall Guys tournament 9 months ago, and I actually got the second most amount of money. I made the finals almost every single time, and I did it the entire time wearing a frog costume. And that's the energy you can expect from Playmore. We're going to be doing our best to win every single time, any league or game we're competing in, but above everything, we're going to try to have fun. We're going to try to entertain you guys, because I can't promise you that we're always going to win, but I can promise you that we're going to have fun doing it. We're going to try our best, and hopefully it's a really fun ride. But back to Pokemon Draft League, because some of you guys may not even know what that is. Simply, Pokemon Draft League is a combination of Pokemon and the NFL squished together. There's a lot of teams, they draft Pokemon, they compete weekly, and eventually we crown a winner. I was actually a part of the second Draft League season ever. I came in second place, made the championship, and I went on to run the GBA itself for a few seasons, created a lot of things that people still use in Draft League today. I made the championship in a few more seasons, one of them against Wolfie VGC, a Pokemon World Champion. It'd be really cool to say that I beat him. I did not. Still very cool. I ended up winning a Draft League tournament. I won another Draft League. Only one, but I did win one. And I had a lot of fun and a lot of success. But I retired from competitive battling a few years ago, and the New Orleans Pelipers, my team, retired with me. I don't want to bring the New Orleans Pelipers back if I'm not going to be battling myself. And at the end of the day, I don't own the New Orleans Pelipers name in any way, shape, or form. But Draft League has recently made a return, and I don't want to sit on the sidelines. I really want to participate and hopefully help grow the scene. So I'm going to be attempting something that I came up with as a junior in college, and I really think it's something that could help fix Draft League in a really big way. Draft League has always had a huge problem. The biggest creators are rarely the best battlers, and the best battlers rarely make the best content. There's always been a lot of bitterness and friction between the two sides, and it's not very helpful. I would love to see the best players get the most attention and be on the main stage. But if their videos are not very entertaining, I can't convince fans to watch their battles. And I can't convince those people to respect big creators if they're really bad at the game and constantly losing. The best marriage of these two things would be putting those two groups together. Have a big creator own a team and hopefully get their fans behind that team, creating content and focusing on that side, and the best battlers can be the head coach, the assistant coach, draft the team, get the spotlight on them that they've always deserved in Draft League, but finally get it on them, focus on what they're really good at, and hopefully go win a championship together. That's what I want to do now, and it's something I've wanted to do for a while, but back as a junior in college, I was one of the bigger creators battling in Draft League, but I was also pretty good, so I didn't know if I would be a head coach or an owner coach. It didn't make sense to pursue this. But at this point, there's a lot of big creators doing this on the main stage. Moist Critical, Ludwig, Disguised Toast, actually owning esports teams and esports leagues And it's really, really exciting. Honestly, I'd rather support one of their teams than just try to find a random esports team that I don't have any connection to. And while it's weird to compare what I'm trying to do to what they're doing, I'm really excited to own a draft league team and make the content for it, get behind it, rather than worrying about learning competitive battling again. And do I still have it? Maybe I do, maybe I don't, but I think this is going to be a lot more fun. And I really hope you guys are excited to hopefully support Play More in this season of the GBA and maybe in future draft leagues or in future leagues. Maybe someday we'll sponsor a VGC player, or maybe someday we'll have a team in an official esports league. But for now, I'm really excited to see what we can do in the GBA. And I'm really excited to see what the future holds. So hopefully you give us a chance, and if nothing else, this should be a lot of fun.